$1 million on his body, right?
Yeah, spending $1 million, and it's all a tax write-off too. So why not? So for me, it was just leaving the junk food alone, and sometimes I might eat junk food, sometimes I might eat some candy, and it was straight just eating whatever the cook and the chef gave me.
Errol, what would you say? What would you say is Ugas' most dangerous weapon? What's the most dangerous thing about Ugas?
I would say his grit. He has a good overhand, and he's a guy that he'll work him a fight.
Are you the quicker fighter? Is either fighter the faster fighter in this fight, Ugas?
I don't know.
You said your explanation was simple why you were better than the Danny fight.
Yeah.
But why are you better than the Sean Porter fight as well?
I just feel like I'm better this time around because I wasn't trying to lose, 30, 35 pounds, in a training camp in 8 weeks and, basically bull crapping when I'm not in training camp. Then once I get in training camp, I want to lock in. This time I was focused all the way through, even when I wasn't in training camp.
Well, have you?
Like your power, your strength, how you feel?
I think it just affects everything, how I feel mentally, how I feel physically, power, speed, just my focus overall.
Have you heard any talks of Terrence Crawford signing with PBC?
I don't know nothing about this, man. I'm not president with PBC or nothing like that.
Do you feel like this latest news, the guy overseas makes the Crawford fight harder to make there?
What news?
With the MTK?
I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah. With the fight coming up, you mentioned you want to have 3 straps now, and you're going to become undisputed. As a Cowboy fan, I love for you to become undisputed as well because you got more belts to championships than Cowboys do. What's going to be next after this?
After this fight?
Yes, sir.
Try to get the Crawford fight done. Try to get that fight done. I feel like that's the main priority, that's the main goal, and try to get done within this year. I feel like I wasted enough time. So
how confident are you getting that fight? How confident are you getting that fight done? Did it happen?
I think it happened. It did, man. I think it happened.
Hey, quick question about the eye, man. Have you got a chance? I'm pretty sure you have, but what was it like to get a chance to really fully test it in sparring? And is this something that you think will be on your mind when you're in your actual fight?
Nah, man. I've been sparring 10, 12 rounds. I get hit in the eye, and I don't tell them don't hit me in this eye, don't hit me on that side. So. It's been tested quite a bit, so it's good.
Errol, in the All Access, Ugas' trainer was saying he likes to see when you throw certain combinations. Did you watch that, and what was your immediate reaction to that?
My reaction is, we're going to see. Of course, his coach got a game plan, but Ugas got to go out there and execute it, so we'll see Saturday night, can they go out there and execute.
And you touched on it. Every time you fight, you seem to have some adversity. People they doubt you for every fight. And then when you fight and dominate, it's silence. Do you notice that, and what do you feel about that?
I definitely notice it. I feel like it's just going to happen because, I'm not overly flashy or just got so much speed or power. I'm kind of like Tim Duncan in a sense. In boxing, I do everything right, fundamentally sound. I don't have too much speed, but I got enough speed. I might not have crazy power, I got enough power. So a lot of people may doubt that, or they don't see my other attributes or my different attributes and just know that I'm fundamentally sound in everything.
Errol, you mentioned this fight, for whatever reason that can't go down. Is Charlo or Ennis the best option?
I don't know, man. I'm thinking positive, so I think that.
I've been to a lot of your weigh-ins right before your fights, Errol, and this one you seem like to have a little more bounce than you did before. Is it a testament of the nutritionist, or are you just more focused? What is it that's making you more stronger this fight than the previous 3?
It's definitely my focus, but I feel like it's my nutritionist and how I'm going about losing the weight, and I'm not wearing sauna suits and trying to kill myself 8 weeks before the fight to lose the weight. So it's basically I'm losing weight slowly and not trying to lose it all in one workout session.
Errol, when you got knocked
You
out,
mentioned yesterday
that you're more motivated than you were when you're coming into your first world title against Cowboy. Why is that? Because you would think that would be the most motivated you ever be to make the dream come true for any fighter.
Nah, honestly, I'm more about saying. I'm just saying, like it's just the same, and I feel like I got the same fire because how I feel about boxing, and I'm on YouTube. I find myself watching old matches and matches of old fighters that I look up to and I like to study. And I was doing that before, and then I kind of got off of doing that, but I'm back doing it now.
In terms of the motivation, is it because you're so close to being undisputed, or is there other underlying things that you want to prove to people coming this Saturday?
I think it's a multitude of a lot of things. It's that, it's become undisputed, it's become just the best in my division, and beating the guys that's in front of me.
In terms of you, this is your second fight since you had, not second fight, well yeah it is, since the accident. I would imagine you feel a lot different in this camp, this preparation, than you did for the Danny Garcia fight. Do you feel you're a stronger fighter, a better fighter, more in tune than you were for the Danny Garcia fight?
Definitely. I feel like, it's definitely night and day from the Danny Garcia fight. I feel a lot better, and I think even like my eye injury was probably was the effect of, the car accident, and it just over time it just, wore down and then broke. So, I just feel a lot better and a lot more focused and a lot more hungry and just stronger than I was for Danny Garcia.
In terms of Marco, so we got to get somebody else, Marco. Champ son, that's the last question.
In the All Access, we seen your son, and you mentioned how he imitates everything he sees. Do you want to go out on a limb here in 2022 and predict he'll be a world champion one day?
Man, I want him to do something else. I'm not gonna. I feel like if he boxed, he will be a world champion because I would want him to be focused, and if he's not focused and hungry, dedicated to it like he should be, I'd tell him to do something else, or we'll do something else. So I do predict he will be a world champion, but I want him to become a neurosurgeon, something else. I don't want to be a boxer.
He's got to go.
Evolution of the big fish. Talk about the big fish, the evolution of that.
Shit, that's their kind of student, I'm Moby Dick.
What would you say is the most dangerous thing about fighting Errol Spence? Like, what is Errol Spence's best weapon?
¿Cuál es el mejor arma de Errol Spence? ¿Qué es lo que más tienes que tener cuidado?
Bueno, un peleador ofensivo que va a salir a atacar, va a salir a buscar la pelea y un peleador de los mejores peleadores del deporte.
He's one of the best fighters in the world, and I fully expect him to come out, look for a fight, and look for a knockout. There is no other way that I see this fight going.
Does that show that he's like so many fighters, he's underestimating you because he's thinking knockout and not just victory?
¿Sentí que te está subestimando?
No, que está en su ciudad aquí, un campeón unificado, invicto. Pienso que él está bien, él tiene su opinión, yo tengo la mía por esta pelea.
He's doing his own thing. He's in his hometown. He's the unified champion. He has his opinion. I have mine, but I don't feel like he's underestimating me. He's in his right to think that he's gonna win this fight. I believe I'm gonna win too. One last question.
Well, I can ask him, whoever I speak to in this division close to his, and whoever sparred Errol said that he's one of the biggest punchers. So what is he going to do about the power, and does he know about it,
¿Qué tienes pensado hacer para recordarte el poder de Errol Spence? Que sus golpes son muy duros.
No, yo estoy acostumbrado al poder, estoy acostumbrado a cambiar, estoy de parte del boxeo, soy parte de la pelea, parte del boxeo,
I'm used to the power. I need to withstand it. It's part of boxing. You gotta withstand, endure, and keep going.
What do you think of fans and people feeling like you're going to fight toe-to-toe in this fight? What do you think of that?
¿Qué vos pensás que va a ser una pelea mano a mano y que los dos van a ir al frente?
Eso va a ser una pelea de intercambio, una guerra, eso va a ser una gran pelea.
I think it's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a fight of exchanging blows, and you're gonna be loving this war.
And lastly, Porter said that you're faster than he thought and that people think. Is that a big edge for you in this fight, your quickness?
¿Sentís que tu velocidad va a ser la que marca la diferencia en esta pelea?
No pienso otras cosas, pero tengo un campamento de muchos meses, hemos preparado la pelea y todo es un conjunto.
We have been preparing for this fight not just in one aspect, but as a whole. Not one single thing is going to make this fight something that can turn one way or another. You got to look at it as a whole. That's what we did in training camp, and you're going to see on Saturday night.
Yordenis, you're just coming off fighting maybe one of the greatest southpaws of all time. You're fighting another one now. Ishmael was telling me you being one of the greatest Cuban southpaws that there's ever been. Have you always been comfortable fighting southpaws?
Siempre he estado cómodo peleando contra zurdos. Pelear contra zurdos está cómodo, ¿no? I'm always comfortable fighting southpaws. In fact, one of my best fights have been against southpaws. So, I'm ready for the challenge. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Vamos a